Take a look at this. Ripple CEO claims SEC ignores court ruling on XRP status. The founder of the company has made the accusation that the United States Securities and Exchange Commission failed to take into account a court's decision regarding the classification of the token. In light of this ruling, which concluded that XRP does not qualify as a security, issues were raised regarding the authority of the commission. Because of this, several players in the business are keeping a close eye on these changes as the number of legal battles continues to rise. Recently, the notice of appeal issued by the SEC has become the subject of controversy. The purpose of this notice is to contest the summary judgment and the final ruling that was issued in the case of the SEC versus Ripple. Over the course of more than 4 years, this high-profile legal struggle has continued, and it has garnered a significant amount of attention. Following a hearing in July 2023, Judge Analisa Torres came to the conclusion that programmatic sales of XRP do not satisfy the third component of the Howey test. Using this test, one can assess whether or not an asset meets the criteria for being classified as a security. As a reaction to the complaint that was filed by the SEC, Ripple intends to submit a cross-appeal. The Securities and Exchange Commission is challenging a decision that imposes a fine of $125 million against Ripple for the purchase of the coin by an institution. It was claimed by Stuart Alderoty, the chief legal officer of the organization, that the investigation conducted by the SEC does not have any impact on the norms of clarity. Additionally, as a result of this response, there has been a positive shift in mood among those who own these currencies. Bitnomial Inc. has also initiated legal action against the Securities and Exchange Commission. This complaint brings to light persisting difficulties with regulatory oversight. The CC's efforts to seek control over digital asset futures provided the impetus for this development. After Bitnomial has received self-attestation from the Commodity Futures Trading Commission on August 9, 2024, the company plans to introduce XRP futures that are physically delivered to customers. Later on, however, the Securities and Exchange Commission reached out to Bitnomial and asserted that it had authority over the XRP dollar futures contract. It is Bitnomial's contention that the claims made by the SEC are not warranted. Instead of being labeled as securities, the exchange is adamant that such offerings should be categorized as commodities derivatives. This position is supported by the ruling that was made by the Southern District of New York not too long ago. The decision that was made established that XRP is not intrinsically a security and that it was not classed as such in trades that took place on the secondary market. After the SEC classified XRP as a security, Bitnomial took them to court. This is an open letter addressed to the New York District Court. Here you can see that the letter was sent to Gary Gensler and other high-ranking CSE officials, in addition to the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission. The request for declaratory and injunctive relief was mentioned in the subsequent heading. The second one's anatomy looks like this. This issue revolves around the ongoing endeavors of the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission to go beyond its legislative power and assert jurisdiction over digital assets, namely futures contracts on such assets. In this case, the seeks or its authority over a product that is otherwise governed and exclusively handled by the FDACA. The Commodity Futures Trading Commission, Bitnomial, is unduly burdened by the SEC's actions, which create unnecessary duplication and aggravate the regulatory cost. Without charging you a dime, I can inform you that a major issue is approaching. Let me tell you about a fresh crypto airdrop happening on Telegram right now. It's going to launch any second now. Do yourself a favor and take part in this airdrop. You may find the link in the video's description. Seize this opportunity. All right, our video will go on now. Bitnomial has taken legal action against the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission on behalf of the cryptocurrency exchange. In the case at hand, the SEC's claim that XR futures are securities is being contested. The cryptocurrency sector has been arguing about this claim. The digital asset associated with Ripple Labs, XRP, has long been categorized by the Securities and Exchange Commission as a security. Authorities are keeping a close eye on XRP and any associated financial instruments. There are significant implications of this categorization. Bitnomial argues in its lawsuit that the Securities and Exchange Commission should not have authority over its XRP feature contracts because XRP should not be considered a security. In their October 10th lawsuit, Bitnomial's legal team argues that the SEC is overstepping its authority by trying to regulate XRP futures. In addition to Bitcoin and Ethereum, they argue that XRP should be treated more like a commodity than a security, since the SEC does not regulate commodities, but the Commodity Futures Trading Commission does. This difference is crucial. Bitnomial is hoping that this case will bring clarity to the regulatory framework that governs cryptocurrency derivatives. The regulatory framework is in desperate need of it, and the case sheds light on the ongoing jurisdictional conflict between the Securities and Exchange Commission and the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, FTF, regarding the regulation of digital assets. The outcome of this lawsuit might potentially impact the Bitcoin sector in a big way. It is possible that the Bitnomial case could limit the SEC's ability to regulate other digital assets as securities if it is successful. Crypto exchanges and investors might both benefit from a regulatory environment that is more favorable to them if this happens. Conversely, businesses dealing in cryptocurrencies may face increased regulatory scrutiny and compliance costs if the Securities and Exchange Commission's classification of CS is maintained, as it could expand the agency's authority over a broader range of digital assets. The most important development is that Ripple Labs has filed a cross-appeal in response to the continuing dispute against the commission. The SEC is making sure it covers all its bases as it appeals its previous loss. The regulatory agency did not challenge the conclusion that XRP is a security, which is an intriguing development. In the conflict around XRP futures, Bitnomial strikes back. Reportedly, Bitnomial will challenge the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission's SEC assertion of jurisdiction over its proposed XRP futures contract by suing the U.S. government. It suggests that the XRP futures, which are not yet listed by the exchange, are subject to regulation by the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, FDSEC, even though it is overseen by the Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC. Bitnomial plans to begin physically delivering XRP futures soon. Out of all the anticipated digital asset futures in the U.S. regulated derivatives market, it comes in top. Also on August 9, 2024, the exchange was noted as having self-certified with the CFTC, conversely asserting that the derivative in question is a security future. The commission contacted the exchange to discuss the arrangement. The futures exchange is aiming for a formal judicial ruling to protect the futures markets by reaffirming CFT jurisdiction. The SEC has limited its overreach in the digital asset derivative area. Bitnomial has not listed XRP futures trading, and the commission has not levied any complaints of improperness against the company. Observers have noted that this case seems to be a significant milestone in determining the limits of regulatory power. Bitnomial has positioned itself to contend that XRP futures are not security futures in light of the recent ruling from the Southern District of Newark that declared XRP is not intrinsically security. The U.S. Securities and Market Commission maintains its conviction that the XRP token is a security, according to Bitnomial, a digital asset derivatives market authorized by the Commodity Futures Trading Commission. Next. Bitnomial has sued the CC, claiming that the agency has overstepped its authority in its handling of futures contract. The exchange claims that the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, FTE, already has exclusive authority over the product. Bitnomial is accusing the Securities and Exchange Commission of trying to expand its jurisdiction in a way that unreasonably duplicates and compounds the regulatory burden. To facilitate the trading of XRP futures on its platform, Bitnomial self-certified to the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, FTF, in early August. It was today that you made this information public. Any investments derived from the data shown here are entirely at the investor's risk. It is highly recommended that you consult an informed expert and do your own research before making any investing decisions.